shadow work, obviously, for anyone that might be listening that doesn't know, Carl Jung, the great psychologist, disciple of Freud, who really kind of took over, the mental aspects. I'm explaining for anyone that might not know this. I know you know this, but
You're good.
He coined the term shadow work as a way of dealing with our shadow, our dark side, our what we're scared of, what we're fearful of, and it can get esoteric sometimes the way I talk about it, because I imagine like this soulful light, like this God energy, or this brilliance of just pure love and joy. That's the way I like to imagine God, or universal energy. And our crap, our baggage, our fear, the things that we get conditioned to second guess or hate about ourselves, our self-worth, basically keep that light from coming in. And so, when we have something that we fear, or we're scared of, or we don't want to acknowledge, or we're trying to repress or hide, that creates a shadow, because the God light is shining down, trying to shed light on it. You're trying to ignore it. And so in trying to ignore it, or trying not to deal with it, all you see is the shadow being cast. And that shadow is demons and darkness and the horrible things that, are in, like Hellraiser, Lords of Illusion. So that's the way I look at it.
Right? Way to pull that back in there. Well done. I think you just explained that in a very, very profound way, if you think about it, because like a lot of people try to explain shadow work, and like the reason I had a meeting is I have a guy who does shadow work, and he's a therapist and all this, and we were getting into the conversation about how when he tries to explain it to people, it can go over people's head. They don't understand. Like, you have to be willing to understand certain things that a lot of people already like they label as silly, crazy, weird. You have to be willing to let go of the biggest thing I tell people is let go of your ego to be really truly understanding. And you explained it with the shadow and the shadow work. And what was interesting is I pictured in my head, as you're explaining it, the light and then the shadow behind it. And your shadow is usually behind light. It's not in front of you, it's where the light is. Imagine ourselves being able to realize, don't look back, don't look ahead, focus on where you are, don't let the shadow dictate where you're going. And that's like, you made me think through it in a different way. And I loved that. I could picture it in a different way.
Well, so depression is oftentimes associated with living in the past, because you're lamenting what you can't change and what's happened.
Right.
So if you're lamenting what's in the past and the light is shining on you and your shadow's behind you, then all you're doing is looking at your shadow.
Correct.
And if you want more, check out this clip or the full episode. And don't forget to leave a comment. If you want more conversations and clips, check out our channel. Thanks for listening. See you next time.